lip gloss brand, and the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge. Booty hole pink, booty hole brown, coochie juice. And coochie juice is clear with silver glitter. It's cute like this. March 22nd, we at the Boosie Bash. I need all the out because Big Sexy, I'm coming to see all the bad bitches. I love the bring the I know Boosie can bring the
whole internet on lock right now. Word is Boogie's private life just got blasted out into the open, and now that a certain tape has surfaced, there's no dodging it. Dude's in full panic mode. Everyone's talking about how he allegedly linked up with none other than Sexyy Red, and let's just say things didn't exactly end on a high note for him. Let's rewind for a second. It all popped off when Boogie ran into Sexyy Red, and man, she pulled up wearing the wildest skin-tight outfit you could imagine. So tight you didn't need a second glance. Every detail was front and center, and Boogie, that man lit up like he just hit the jackpot. Then it got messy. Fans started putting pieces together. Some are saying his reaction wasn't just surprise, it looked a whole lot like guilt. And once that tape started flying around online, boom. The internet went into full detective mode. People are now saying that whatever happened between Boogie and Sexyy Red didn't just blow up, it blew back hard. And mainly on him. Now here's where it takes a sharp left. Word behind the scenes is that Sexyy Red might have allegedly passed something on to Boogie, just like she's been rumored to have done with a few others before. No confirmation yet, but Boogie's been moving real strange online lately. His social media is a mess. He's been snapping, posting cryptic stuff, and then deleting everything like he's trying to clean up the scene. From the moment he laid eyes on her that night, his whole energy flipped. He couldn't stop staring, smiling like crazy, hyping her up. But now, he's gone ghost mode, deleting tweets left and right. Definitely looks like he's trying to pull the plug on whatever heat's coming his way, and you already know social media misses nothing. This wasn't just Boogie catching a quick glance. Nope. That man was staring like he'd already had a taste. People clocked that look in seconds. It wasn't giving curiosity, it was giving, I've been here before. And that's when everything went straight off the rails. Here's where things get extra messy. Word is, Sexyy Red didn't take it too kindly when Boogie tried to act like he never messed with her. Allegedly. According to street whispers, she wasn't about to let that slide. She hit back hard, and let's just say it wasn't with words or a diss track. People out here claiming she burned him on purpose. Yep, that's what's floating around, calling it the gift that keeps on giving, and not the good kind. Boogie's known for talking wild, so no one expected him to own up to anything, but now folks believe he tried to downplay her, maybe even straight up deny her, and in return, she flipped the whole situation on him. And it's not just this one incident. Sexyy Red's name has already been in some shady convos lately. Rumors say she was spotted with Gucci third leg. Yeah, that dude who's been accused of spreading infections like mixtapes. That connection had people seriously raising eyebrows, and suddenly everyone started putting two and two together.
Why gonorrhea?
Because my friend, she had gonorrhea, and she called me and told me about it, and then I'm like, I was in the midst of making some lip gloss. She told me what color it was green, so I'm like, you got no green lip gloss, I'm gonna make you some green lip gloss.
Don't listen. She can't do nothing but play basketball. I ain't the reason why with this star setting. I be looking at the way she dressed. She don't want to play basketball, she want to.
So when Boogie popped up looking all stressed, dodging questions and avoiding cameras, the internet went crazy. Folks started talking like it was confirmed. She's out here spreading more than just good energy. Now the latest buzz? Boogie might be making a trip to the clinic real soon, and if that's true, man, that's a major L. There's no bouncing back from this one. And let's not act like this is the first time people started side-eyeing Boogie and Sexyy Red. This drama's got history. Remember that now legendary pic Sexyy Red posted? The one where she's laid up in bed with a mystery man wearing an ankle monitor? That shot went viral in minutes, and the whole internet was screaming that it was Boogie chilling next to her. She wasn't even low-key with it either. She captioned it, "I like messing with drillers and dreadhead kings." A straight-up quote from her own track, "Shake Your Dreads." If that wasn't a hint, then what is? Fans turned into full-blown detectives overnight, zooming in on that ankle monitor and matching it up with Boogie's past court appearances.
Sexyy Red said she the modern day Boosie, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
What you think?
I mean, I feel like she gave me my flowers, like I say. Like, I feel like she really gave me my flowers because Sexyy Red from the loop.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the vibes were way too similar. But Boogie wasn't staying quiet on that one. He jumped on X, formerly Twitter, mad as ever, posting, "I'm blocking anybody tagging me in that pic with Sexyy Red. That's not even my ankle size or color." He tried to shut it all down fast. Then he added that he was on vacation with his daughter when that photo dropped. But let's be real, folks weren't buying it. Especially since Boogie's rocked an ankle monitor before, the timeline wasn't adding up. The internet kept digging, and suddenly the whole story started looking real familiar. And if you thought this whole Boogie and Sexyy Red situation was reaching, hold tight, because it goes deeper. Just a few months ago, Sexyy Red's ex hopped online and exposed her like never before. This man came in with straight receipts, claiming she gave him an STD and didn't even warn him. He said she waited until after the fact to say anything. He was livid, and he had the phone call to prove it. In the recording, you hear him straight up confront her, yelling, "Do all your guys know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you burning or you lie like you did to me?" And he wasn't being quiet. He was heated. The whole clip hit the internet like a wrecking ball, and when the streets heard that audio, game over. After that phone call dropped, people started watching Sexyy Red like hawks, but knowing her, she wasn't about to sit back and let the internet run wild with those accusations without clapping back. She hopped online fast and fired off. 1, it's not true. 2, y'all believe anything on this app. But let's keep it real. After hearing that man go off like that, the internet was not trying to hear excuses. The comment sections lit up, and at that point, the damage was already done.
I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, cryopts, and whatever else that can contract.
Folks started digging into her past, connecting dots and pulling receipts like it was a full-time job, and the picture they were piecing together. Not looking too pretty, because let's be honest, Boogie's situation isn't even the only one throwing red flags. Her ex had already put her on blast once, and truth be told, that wasn't the first time she got caught up in something wild. And here's the twist. Sexyy Red didn't just get exposed, she kinda exposed herself too, out in public. No shame. She said things out loud most folks wouldn't even whisper. Flashback to June 2023, she was on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast, and whoo, she really let it all fly. No filters. She straight up admitted she caught chlamydia not once, but twice. And the way she told it, like it was just another regular Tuesday. According to her, she had broken up with her man because he was doing her dirty. They both moved on, got with new people, and then circled back to each other later. But when they linked up again, something felt off. So they decided to hit the clinic just to be safe, and boom.
Like, ugh, what's going on? So
Did y'all
then
go
we
to the
both
doctor
went to the
together?
doctor. Yeah, went to the doctor
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And then we both was like, well, you two people. And he like, you 2 people too. I'm like,
Both of them tested positive. That wasn't gossip. Those were her own words, on camera. No shame, no hesitation. Now look, nobody's perfect. Slip-ups happen. But when you line up all these situations one after another, that track record's starting to look real chaotic. The internet hasn't forgotten, and the heat just keeps building. Just when people thought Sexyy Red might finally cool it, especially with all that drama buzzing around her, she cranked it up even higher, and not in a good way. Instead of laying low or flipping the script with a fresh image after all those infection rumors, ex drama, and leaked convos, she went full shock value and dropped a lipstick line. But not just any makeup drop. She named the shades after actual STDs. Yep, you read that right. She put out colors called Yellow Discharge, Gonorrhea, and one called Cookie Juice. Like, who approved this? She really put that out like it was the next big beauty trend and thought people would be lining up to cop it. Maybe in her head it was some kind of edgy, viral way to flip the narrative and take control of the rumors. But to most people, it was straight up nasty. Fans filled the comments saying she had officially lost it. Some even called it the most disrespectful beauty launch ever dropped in public. And at this point, you gotta ask, how did Boogie not see any of this coming? The signs were screaming. Maybe he was blinded by the fact that Sexyy Red always called herself the female Boogie.
Sexyy Red looked like the type of girls like back in the days, like you walk in the room and you'd be like, smell like somebody was f***ing in here.
She stayed hyping herself up like they were cut from the same wild cloth. So maybe he really thought they were on the same wavelength and completely missed the warning signs. But the streets? Oh, they've been talking. And now, it's not just about who Sexyy Red's been linking up with, it's about how she's been smelling too. Yeah, it just got that real. Out of nowhere, Chicago rapper VOV1700 dropped a stink bomb on the timeline that had everybody straight gagging. He claimed that after linking up with her, he couldn't get the smell off even after hopping straight in the shower. He said, "We only did that because you rubbed her feet on me." And just like that, the internet spiraled into chaos again. It was already messy, but then it hit a whole new level. While folks online were whispering and throwing side eyes, Lord Jamar stepped in and said what everybody else was too scared to say out loud, and once he did, the internet froze. According to Lord Jamar, Sexyy Red ain't just wilding out on her own, he's claiming there's something way bigger going on behind the scenes. He said the industry's got a dark agenda, and they're pushing her hard because she represents everything toxic about where the culture's headed. He didn't sugarcoat a thing either. According to him, the powers that be are rewarding the lowest of the low, and Sexyy Red, she's just the face of the chaos. He straight up said she's being used as a distraction to keep people off track and to mess with the culture on purpose. But he wasn't done yet. Lord Jamar even backed up VOV 1700's wild claim too. That whole situation about her not smelling fresh, Jamar co-signed it like it was fact, and then he dropped a savage line that had everybody shook. He said, "Sexyy Red looks like the type where you walk in the room and something already smells off." Then he doubled down and added,
"Can't get rid of that. If you fuck somebody that got this shit while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract it." Why you lying? Do all your niggas know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you burn it, or do you lie to them like you did me? Or is you lying to them you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth?
You walk in and it's like, smell like somebody was freaking in here. That's bold, real bold. And just when you thought he was finished, he went even deeper. Lord Jamar claimed he actually saw a video where Sexyy Red flat out admitted her stuff didn't smell right, like she straight owned it. Now whether that video's real or just internet smoke, that's still up in the air. But Jamar said it like he saw it with his own eyes, and he stood on it heavy. The way he laid it out, people couldn't ignore it anymore. This wasn't just gossip, it was turning into a full-blown industry theory. That comment had everybody doing double takes. But Lord Jamar wasn't finished, not even close. After putting Sexyy Red's hygiene on blast, he came through with another bold take that sent shockwaves through the timeline. He straight up claimed she might be an industry plant. Yeah, you heard that right. According to him, Sexyy Red didn't just pop off by accident. He believes she was strategically positioned by higher-ups in the game to push a toxic agenda, from promoting gang life to glamorizing the baby mama lifestyle and even sliding in coded pharmaceutical messages. Jamar said she's being used to steer the culture way off track. But Sexyy Red wasn't about to sit back in silence. Did she directly respond to VOV 1700's wild claims? Nah. She sidestepped and clapped back in a whole different way. She jumped online and said, "Ask Chief Keef if my stuff stinks." That left everybody like, wait, what? Chief Keef? The second she dropped his name, folks started putting the pieces together fast. If Chief Keef was involved too, that meant VOV 1700 might not have been the only one in the picture. And when people pulled up those recent selfies of Sexyy Red all cuddled up with Chief Keef, rocking his chain, posted up cozy, oh yeah, it wasn't looking like just friends. Everybody knows when a woman's rocking a man's chain, that's not just a cute pic, that's a whole situation. That's relationship territory. The timeline went wild connecting the dots, and just like that, another chapter got added to the chaos. And trying to cool things off, Sexyy Red jumped on Instagram and claimed her and Chief Keef were like siblings, but come on.
Boosie bad, Sexyy Red bad ass. Don't play no game.
Don't play with
it's
us.
A party, and we turn it all the way.
It's a gangster party, bitch.
It's a gangster party. Get your shit together. Titties out, nipples out.
Nobody with working eyes or ears was buying that, especially when the energy between them was way more than family vibes. Fans weren't fooled, and if that wasn't enough, not even a breath later, she was online clowning Chief Keef for sliding into King Von's sister, Kayla B's, DMs. This whole story just keeps spinning into deeper drama, and Sexyy Red stays in the center of all of it. So how you gonna say it's all family and then turn around joking about him sliding into another girl's DMs? That's definitely not how siblings move. Let's be real, nobody was buying that story. And just when folks thought things might finally cool down, Sexyy Red came storming back onto IG, and this time, she brought even more heat. She popped up rocking Chief Keef's chain again, but this time it wasn't just around her neck. Nah. She tucked that chain straight into her panties like she was marking her territory. Her caption? "We go together now, give me a kiss." And boom, just like that, the internet erupted like fireworks in the middle of July. Now Chief Keef might have kept things low-key, but he still showed up at her music video shoot, looking way too comfortable for it to be just business. That whole link-up was giving straight-up entanglement energy. But things didn't stop there. Charleston White stepped in, and you already know when he speaks, it's never filtered. He went all in, calling Sexyy Red a 304, and yeah, we all know what that means. He didn't hold back at all. He said she's out here spreading wild behavior like it's contagious, pulling people down who used to be on solid paths. He even name-dropped none other than Angel Reese. According to Charleston, before Angel started kicking it with Sexyy Red, she was locked in. Athlete mode, dominating on the court, focused, and carrying herself like a true rising star. But once she got close to Sexyy Red, the whole vibe shifted. Charleston said the outfit started getting louder, the content more out there, and the vibe, it went from college champ to full-on social media baddie real quick. Fans started noticing it too. People were like, is this the same Angel Reese from a few months ago? And just to put the cherry on top, Charleston hit everyone with the question that's been hanging in the air since the lipstick line dropped. Why gonorrhea? That one question had people scratching their heads all over again and asking what in the world is really going on. Now that everything is out in the open, it's easy to see why Boogie's been spiraling like crazy. The street's been talking, but now it ain't just whispers anymore. There's video proof. And ever since that clip hit the net, his whole vibe's been off. Insiders say it's not just the gossip messing with him. It's that leaked footage that's got him shook for real. That video dropped like a grenade. No more he say, she say, no more blurred lines. People saw what went down and it changed the whole conversation. Let's keep it all the way real. Getting caught up with Sexyy Red while her name's been bouncing from one scandal to the next, that's a bad look for anybody. But for Boogie, who already stays on thin ice, it's a mess. Boogie's always been the type to speak loud, speak first, and ask questions later, but ever since that clip surfaced, he's gone radio silent, and sometimes silence says more than words ever could. Word on the inside is he's feeling the pressure big time and might even be thinking about going ghost for a while to cool the heat, and who can blame him? Linking up with someone making headlines for wild hookups, STD allegations, and non-stop internet chaos. That's the kind of drama most folks would run from, not dive headfirst into. So now I gotta ask you, what's really going on here? You think Boogie was really messing with Sexyy Red low-key this whole time? You think those STD rumors got some truth to them? Or is the internet just trying to tear her down? And most importantly, do you think that leaked footage exposed way more than people were ready to handle? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you're into this kind of real, raw, deep dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that follow button so you don't miss the next wild story we break down.